Welcome to my allotment, plot 3 in North Warwickshire. Today I'm going to be constructing my wormery. It's a 300 litre mortar container. I got this from one of the new units next to our works. The tap is higher than I would like it. It ideally ought to be at the bottom, right underneath, to drain the juices away. But it'll do for me. I'll give it a try. The bottom sump, I've put some pavia blocks in the bottom, just so that any juices that do come up from the organic matter and the worms isn't too great. I should be spreading some gravel over this. I don't know how deep I'm going to have it at the moment, but probably 2 or 3 inches above that ledge. I'll start and wash the gravel to get rid of all the impurities. I've given this stone a good swilling with water on my riddle. Give it a few shakes, some more water, just to get rid of all the bits, and there's quite a few bits coming out of it, and dirt and little bits of stone. I'll put this into the wormery. Just building the stone levels up, and I was just wondering how to stop the stones from going down the outlet pipe, and I think the best way forward was to just put another pavia brick over the top. Continue filling like that. We shouldn't have too many issues then with the pipe blocking up, else that would be embarrassing. I'll carry on. So the stone's washed and in. I'm going to be using a little bit of silicone to hold the net in place so the worms don't go through the next layer, which will be the straw, into the gravel and potentially drowned. So I'll let you watch the stone dry. Only joking. Catch you in a bit. As you can see, there's quite a bit of debris, so that was well worth doing. Right, we're just going to have a look in the container now. So that's part 1 done. Part 2 will be on my next tour of the allotment. May as well give that out a week to dry properly. No good rushing it. We'll have a look around. I've just put the lid on. As you probably know, obviously I don't want water to get in there, but I've put some battens on the inside which sits on that lip, and that should give them reasonably good ventilation, and hopefully in this shaded spot the sun starts in that direction and moves over, so hopefully it won't get too hot in there and cook the worms. Let's take you for a tour around the allotment. My brother got me a full bale of straw. I've used about just under half on my strawberries. That was £3. Not too bad. There's the fork that I repaired. my bulb planter and my granddaughter's tools for when she eventually comes to see me up at the allotment. As you know, the onions have now gone, so we're getting in preparation for more crops to replace them. Broad beans now, nearly all the every flower is actually producing a broad bean. I can't believe how well these beetroot are doing, considering the ones outside. I haven't been getting many full podded peas off those. I'll show you why shortly. The peppers, there at the back, by the time they start growing up, the peas will be gone. Celery's fine. Spring onions are picking up. I moved one of the leaves of the potatoes to get some more peppers in, and that's where my peas have been going. Those naughty mice. I like mice. Still, we've got to share the allotment with them. I can't believe how well the potatoes are doing in here. Probably too well. My 90 days is roughly the middle of the month, so we'll probably be having a look at one of the bags that we actually took outside. The lettuce in my recycled lamps, they do seem to do really well. I don't actually feed them. I prepare the beds at the beginning of the season, and that was it. Courgette plant now, once they get going, they take some stopping. We'll move outside. It's a little warm in here today. Just before we move on, I'd like to give a shout out to Michael Brotherton. He regularly comments, and he's just acquired a new allotment, and he's done some lovely drawings of how he wants his plot to look. If anybody's interested, take a look at his channel. The carrot chitting trial, there is just two toilet rolls that haven't, three sorry, that haven't actually popped their heads up. So these were the carrot seeds are chitted and placed into those toilet rolls, half-size toilet rolls, but the tap roots coming out the bottom already, so I've got to get those planted in a place where I've replaced the onions outside that had got the onion moth grub. And that was the tissue paper I just placed in there. That's where they'll stay now. I'll probably try chitting at the start of the year, just so that I've definitely got some carrots, as that's probably lost 4 weeks. Some more of my spring onions. This clover seed and modular compost, marvellous stuff. Had no problems with germination. Well, my sun house is nearly bare. Everything's pretty well out. I've saved 3 beetroot, they all fired, and I started some more marrows off. Tiger Cross F1s. As you know, I use the 450 gram yoghurt pots occasionally, but I also remember to bring the trays with me as well. Sweet peas and air, desperate to go back home. I'll get that done tomorrow. My last lot of radishes, they're up and running, and there's not much left on that row. I've planted up that dustbin with 3 tiny Tims and either a Gardener's Delight or Money Maker. I'm hoping they'll trail down nicely. I've planted some turnips all the way around the outside, just to fill the odd space, but I haven't spotted any more whitefly. But I will be cooking a brew up and filming it as soon as any green or black fly appear for everybody to view. Runner beans are doing okay. Don't panic if you snap a top off or the wind breaks one off, as there'll always be another one coming up from the bottom to replace it. But they're doing well. Broad beans are fine. No bumblebees there, loving it. Peas, I've taken all the fleeces off now, as you can see. The wind's playing havoc with the beans, trying to climb their way up the poles. I'll keep trying to help them along. I'm going to be putting some lettuces at the end of the at each end of the potatoes. Probably mainly rocket. Give that a try. And I've stuck a watermelon in with the Atlantic Giant. It's still alive. And the one inside the compost bin is perking up as well. And I've added marrows and whatever else there is. And I found a dustbin the other day. It got the bottom broken. It looked like it's brand new, never been used, dropped out on the highway. Cut the bottom off with my jigsaw and popped it in the ground. And don't forget to put your end caps on your open canes to avoid injury. My onions have gone, but we'll soon find we'll soon get something else in there. Everything else is growing okay. I'll put some more beetroot in down by the ladder. Carrots in the box are doing okay. I'll be putting a screen up for there soon. The mini pop sweet corn with the kale also looking good. And I'm definitely not uncovering my onions. I don't know whether you can see them or not, but they're still looking okay. I've put a spring on the door, so now when you go in, it shuts behind you. Saves worrying about any birds getting in. All the strawberries have now had their layer of straw. Not expecting a great deal this year. They're all new plants. I've cut all the runners off, hopefully to encourage more fruits. And I've still found one or two with that black eye, which I've taken off. Really pleased with these fruit bushes. Flying along, I'm going to let them get a little bit longer, and then I'll start selecting the ones that I want to keep for next year's fruit. I've witnessed the bumblebees 3 or 4 attempts to get through the meshing, but there's been absolutely loads in here enjoying themselves. I've got both my old drainage pipes filled up now with plants, the framework, and no doubt I'll be dotting more things in front of the tomatoes once they get established. I'd like to thank Nora Hepburn for giving me a shout out, which increased my subscribers. And like I say, take a look at Michael Brotherton's site. He's got about 6 subscribers at the moment, but I do find that gentleman very, very interesting, knowledgeable, and the drawings he does are outstanding. Thank you very much, everyone. Happy growing.